gonna get my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
The courtroom was freezing that morning, but no one expected the emotional chill that would strike when Teyana Taylor finally broke down in front of everyone. What was supposed to be a routine custody hearing quickly turned into something heartbreaking, a moment so raw and powerful, it would be remembered far beyond the courtroom walls. Teyana had walked in quietly, wearing a long black coat. Her face was calm but looked exhausted, as though she hadn't slept in days. Moments later, Iman Shumpert arrived. He didn't say anything. His face was hard to read. It was no secret that the two hadn't been on speaking terms for a while, and now their personal pain was being laid bare in public. Whispers filled the room as lawyers on both sides organized their files. The judge called for order, and everyone settled in. What nobody truly prepared for, though, was the moment their daughter was asked to speak. People often say that children notice everything, even the things we believe we're hiding. That truth came out painfully clear as the little girl, no older than 8, walked slowly to the witness stand. She clutched a small teddy bear in one hand. Her voice was soft, but it carried through the silent courtroom like thunder. When the judge gently asked her how she felt, she paused, eyes wide, then let out a truth that pierced the room. "I miss mommy when I'm with daddy. I don't like it when they fight." There was no script. No adult had told her what to say. These weren't rehearsed lines. Her words came straight from her heart. Teyana stared at her daughter, eyes filled with tears, trying not to fall apart. Iman remained still, his gaze focused on the floor. The entire courtroom, attorneys, clerks, even security seemed frozen in place. But the little girl wasn't done. "Mommy cries a lot," she said. "She doesn't think I see it, but I do. And sometimes daddy gets mad. I don't like it." When the judge asked gently if she ever felt afraid, her answer delivered the final blow. "Only when they yell," she said. "I want them to laugh again." That was it. That was the moment everything changed. Teyana tried to keep it together, but it was no use. Her hands covered her face as she bent forward, her body shaking. A quiet sob escaped her lips. You could feel the air shift. Even the bailiff looked uncomfortable. Iman still hadn't moved. Then came the collapse. As her daughter walked back to the bench, Teyana stood up, maybe to hug her, maybe just to take a breath, but her legs gave out beneath her. A sharp pain sound, part sob, part gasp, left her mouth, and then she crumpled to the floor. Chaos broke out. Lawyers ran toward her. People in the courtroom gasped. The judge banged his gavel, calling for order. But the moment had already shattered into something uncontrollable. A courtroom assistant rushed to help Teyana sit up. Her breathing was shaky and shallow. She was crying and clutching her chest. EMTs were called immediately. Her lawyer knelt beside her, whispering something softly. No one else spoke. Everyone was in stunned silence. Teyana's words weren't clear, but those close enough said she kept whispering the same sentence. "She's just a kid. She shouldn't have to see this. She shouldn't have to fix this." Over and over again. Outside the courthouse, news spread like wildfire. A reporter standing outside pieced together what had happened and quickly uploaded a video recap. The clip went viral within minutes. "Teyana Taylor collapses after daughter's emotional testimony," the caption read. Social media exploded. Fans were devastated. "This isn't just a celebrity moment," one user posted. "This is real-life pain." Many couldn't believe the little girl had to testify at all. Others blamed Iman, saying he should have done more to protect their daughter from the mess. But the truth was, it was too late for blame. The damage had already been done. The world had witnessed it. Later that evening, Iman finally broke his silence. In a short but emotional Instagram story, he wrote, "No child should ever have to speak in court. I failed to protect that moment." Some fans weren't satisfied. Others appreciated the honesty and saw it as a first step toward healing. Teyana remained silent. Sources close to her said she had been struggling for months, trying to balance her career, motherhood, emotional stress, and the weight of living in the public eye. But what happened in court? That was her breaking point. A close friend reportedly told a blog, "She's not okay." Watching her daughter carry the emotional weight of two adults was the final straw. By the next morning, the hashtag #ProtectAnAIO is trending across all platforms. Celebrities like Taraji P. Henson, Zendaya, and Gabrielle Union posted messages of love and support. "We see you. We love you. Take your time, sis," Gabrielle wrote. But one post hit everyone especially hard. A fan reposted an old interview where Teyana had said, "All I've ever wanted was to raise my daughter in love, even if me and her father weren't together. That's the mission. That's the goal." Reading those words now, after everything, was heartbreaking. Court officials later announced the hearing would be postponed. Mental health experts were being brought in. There were even reports that Teyana might seek full custody after the traumatic event. But beyond the legal side, the deeper issue was emotional. That collapse in the courtroom wasn't just a physical breakdown. It was a symbol of all the pain, exhaustion, and pressure Teyana had been carrying alone. And the image of her falling to the floor, with her daughter watching just feet away, haunted everyone who saw it. Behind the scenes, rumors spread that Ayman wanted to reach out. Some said he sent flowers. Others claimed he tried to show up in person but was turned away. The tension between them wasn't just about disagreements anymore, it had evolved into something heavier: grief. Despite the chaos, fans hoped for peace. Not necessarily reconciliation, but emotional peace for both parents and especially for their daughter. If you've ever been a kid stuck between two parents fighting, you know how she feels, one viral tweet said. That tweet was shared over 100,000 times. Then, something unexpected happened. A grainy video surfaced days later, clearly filmed in private. It showed Teyana sitting on a couch, reading a book to her daughter. Her face looked tired, but she was smiling. Her voice was soft. "We're going to be okay, baby," she whispered. That video silenced critics. No one could deny the love between mother and child. That clip said more than any statement or press release ever could. As the dust began to settle, something shifted online. The conversation moved away from the drama and focused instead on the children. People started talking about the emotional impact of custody battles, childhood trauma, and toxic co-parenting. Podcasts covered it. Therapists were quoted in Twitter threads. It wasn't just gossip anymore. It had become a conversation about healing. Insiders shared that Teyana was stepping away from everything. All upcoming performances were canceled. No press appearances. No social media posts. Her name still trended. But she was gone from the spotlight. "She's pouring everything into her daughter right now," one friend said. "Nothing else matters." And it made sense. After all the public hurt, the videos, the headlines, the betrayal, it wasn't just her own heart she was protecting. It was her child's. Ayman wasn't himself either. No flashy outfits, no club appearances, no courtside selfies. When paparazzi finally caught him, he was sitting alone in a park, hoodie pulled over his head, staring off into the distance. That image went viral not because it was dramatic, but because it was so human. A man who once carried himself with unshakable confidence now looked like someone realizing the cost of his choices. Fans were divided. Some blamed both parents. Others said heartbreak makes people do messy things, they were just two humans trying to survive their pain. But through all the noise, one voice rose above it all: their daughter. In a leaked courtroom clip, she had said something so pure, so clear, it shook people to their core. "I just want them to stop hurting each other." That line was retweeted thousands of times. One person wrote, "She's the only one in the room who made sense," and they were right. That single sentence cut through all the chaos. It exposed the truth. It wasn't about sides anymore. It was about a child, stuck in the middle, asking for peace. In the end, this wasn't just another celebrity custody battle. It was a mirror, a reflection of how easy it is to lose sight of what matters when pain takes over. Teyana may have collapsed that day, but in doing so, she stood tall for every mother carrying silent pain. And her daughter? She stood even taller, brave, honest, strong beyond her years. Because sometimes, the real strength isn't in holding it together, it's in speaking the truth, no matter how small your voice might be. And in that courtroom, the smallest voice was the loudest and the most real. Ask ChatGapped.